tech tips and tutorials to increase your online presence. Websites, social media, online donations, applications, databases, and more. This is OrgSpring.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Tech Tips and Tutorials for Nonprofits. In this video, we are going to be looking at the Nimble CRM platform, and in this one, we are going to talk about how you can schedule your social media status updates from within the CRM. Most other CRMs and in most other platforms, when you're dealing with scheduling a post in social media, you have to use a third-party application like Buffer or Hootsuite. And those are fine and they really work well. But within Nimble, you're able to schedule your social media status post updates on a calendar, a specific date and time. And this really keeps you in your workflow inside the CRM. So it's a really cool feature, and we're going to show you exactly how to do it. There's two ways to get it done, although it really takes place in the same type of area. You can get at it from two ways. So we're going to show you how to do that. But before we do, we're going to talk just briefly about why you might want to schedule a social media post. There's a couple reasons you would want to do that. Number one, even for people who are extremely active on Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn or Google, you can't post 100 status posts an hour. People will start ignoring your posts online, or they'll get annoyed, or they'll unfollow you, or they won't trust what you're putting out. It's almost like crying wolf, right? So you try to stagger your posts at different times throughout the day when they're going to be read and interacted with the most. And that brings us to point number two, which is you want to post your social media status updates when people are going to be reading them. It doesn't make sense to be posting at 4 o'clock in the morning if your crew or your followers are not reading or online at 4 o'clock in the morning. So you don't necessarily have to pinpoint exactly when they are online reading, because you're going to pick up some shares and some engagement from people who are not in your current list right now. But you do want to post around the general time when they're going to be online, because these are the people you want to reach. The third reason is, in my opinion, the most important. You want to schedule your posts so that you're not a slave to social media. Most organizations don't have the time, at least the small organizations don't have the time to have a dedicated person who works on nothing but social media and communications. So this means you're an executive director, or maybe you're a communications person, or maybe you're some person that either dabbles in social media or is just charged with running the social media for the organization. You probably don't have 24 hours in your day, or even 8 hours in your day, to dedicate to just sitting on Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn and listening to every message that comes across. Nor would you want to do that, certainly if it's not your only position. So by scheduling your posts, you're able to, as things come across, post those things or schedule those things for some later date, so that you don't have to sit in front of your social media channels day in and day out, just monitoring everything, waiting to jump on something that makes sense for your organization. So when you schedule something, you remove that ability, or you remove the tendency, I should say, to just have your social media streams open all day, which can distract you. It can distract you from doing things that you need to get done in the normal course of your organization. So posting or buffering or scheduling your posts give you the ability to get away from that distracting nature of social media. So without any further ado, we're going to jump right into the Nimble platform, which you can see I have here on the screen. I'm in the Today page, which is your opening page. And I'm going to first jump over to the Signals page. And this shows all of my interactions, my recent interactions through all of my media channels here. You'll see I have all my channels: Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Facebook page. All of that stuff is listed here. Up top in these blue buttons, you'll see the word status update, and clicking this allows you to create a status update that you could send across to all your channels. So right now I have just Twitter, right now I just have Twitter selected, which you can see is highlighted. If I wanted to send to all of my streams, I would also click Facebook, my Facebook page, and then LinkedIn. And then this box here is used for adding your status update. Now I've prepared a little status update that I like to use. It's a quote from Thomas Jefferson. So I'm just going to paste that in. You don't have to see me typing, so we could save some time here. And then if I wanted just to post it right now, I would click share. But down here, you'll see you can schedule your post. So I'm going to click this link, and it's going to open up a box with a date and a time picker. So generally, it's going to give you the current date and time. So you'll see here 6/14, and then along with the current date. So I might want to schedule this for today, but I might want to schedule it for later. So I'm going to click in here. I'm going to set this for, right now it's about 1:20. I'm going to set this for 3 o'clock. And then these channels are selected, as I mentioned before, and I will click share. And you'll see a note up here that says your status update was scheduled. So now down on the right side, just to confirm that they're scheduled, you'll see your list here on the left. You'll notice pending with the time clock icon. We'll click that, and you'll notice it adds in your pending area 4 different status updates. These are going out to each of the 4 networks I selected. This one goes through Facebook. This one goes to a Facebook page. You'll see here, Facebook page. This one's going to the Twitter stream. This one's going to LinkedIn, and this one is going to the personal Facebook. So these are listed now in the pending. You can also separate that out and just see what's listed in terms of Twitter pending, what's listed in Facebook, or even my Facebook page. And you could see what's pending there. And as you add more posts that are going to go out as a scheduled post, you'll see them appear here in the pending area. Now, one of the beauties of using a system like Nimble is that you have the ability to schedule your posts no matter where you are inside of a status update. So for example, if we were responding to somebody and we didn't want to respond immediately, we can actually respond on a schedule. So for example, here's a contact here, Tom McFarlane. He's a WordPress core developer. And I will set a note that this is somebody I want to stay in touch with in general. But if I clicked on his name there, you'll see over the last couple days he's been responding to me. So I can actually do this from a status update area from within the contact person's tag as well. So I'm here in Tom McFarlane's post or his contact information, and I want to send a message. So I can click the send a message button, and I can send him a direct message. I have his LinkedIn information as well. You could contact there. Or, for example, if we wanted to contact him via Twitter, we could say send a Twitter message, and that pulls up the same status box that we saw when we created a status message from start. And it inputs his Twitter name automatically. So I could add a message to him here and then schedule that post as well. And that would show up in our pending area, just like we did before. So Nimble gives you a few ways to schedule your posts, whether you're doing it from the activity screen and you're actually setting a new post, or I'm sorry, not the activity screen, the signal screen. If you're doing it from within your signals screen, or whether you're doing it directly from a contact. There's several ways to schedule your posts and get them out there at any time that you want to. So try it out. Play with the post scheduling, play with different times, and see the kind of response that you get with those different times. So for example, if you come here to the signals and you look at your notifications, as you start scheduling your posts for different times, and as you start scheduling your status updates for different times, you will start to see a trend develop in when more people get back to you. And you could do that through your notifications or your signals area. If you see more people interacting with your posts at, say, 10 a.m. than you do at 4 p.m., that tells you more of your network is either online or paying attention to your status updates at that time period. So a trend will start to appear over the course of you scheduling and over the course of you posting. So as you start to analyze that trend and realize when your followers are following you and when they're engaging with you, you want to schedule more of your posts to interact at those time periods so that you get more engagement from your followers. More engagement will lead to more traffic to your site. It will lead in higher engagement with your website as well. And hopefully down the road a little bit, that might lead to some more online donations for your organization. So if you have any questions about how post scheduling works or status update for social media scheduling works inside Nimble, leave us a message here on this video or link over to the post that's attached to this video. You can see that link in the description of this video. And if you have any questions, always leave a comment or feel free to drop us a note. Thanks again for watching this video, and we hope to see you again soon.